Are you tired of throwing buckets of money at ads only to see the same old trickle of traffic? Well, buckle up because you've just hit the jackpot. Today, we will uncover our top 10 organic website tweaks that promise to multiply your leads by a staggering 10 times. We've implemented these strategies for dozens of our brands to help them gain more traffic without spending a dime on ads. And no, you're not hallucinating. That's 10 times the leads without spending a dime on ads. So keep your eyes peeled for tip number 6 because it's a real jaw dropper. Okay, let's not waste time on the chit chat. Let's dive right in. Tip number 1, SEO optimization. Kick things off with smart SEO. Most businesses, and sometimes even agencies, skip the most critical part, the research. You must do your research, and you must dive deep into researching keywords to optimize your on-screen and behind-the-scenes text. We've witnessed many websites launch into the stratosphere with just a sprinkle of SEO, and it's such an easy thing to fix. Research and then create a list of the top 20 to 30 keywords in your industry that best describe what you do, and make sure they vary the range of your services. Then sprinkle those words in your text and through your site, as well as your page titles and page meta descriptions. This will allow Google and other search engines to pick up those keywords in your text, ensuring you're ranking for the right terms for your industry, and thus being seen by the right people. Tip number 2, compelling content creation. You've heard the expression content is king, but we're going to add to that context is queen. The content that you create, whether blog posts, downloadable treasures, or educational video series, is the golden currency that drives organic traffic. These should be leveraged not only in your organic social media, but also throughout your site. Not sure where to start? We like to craft an outline first with simple bullet points, and then use ChatGPT to craft a more in-depth outline, and then go back through and add our own words, style, and thoughts, because ChatGPT often gets stuff wrong. And then this will help you finish faster and pump out more content in the right context, because context is cool. Okay, let's keep rocking with tip number 3, strategic backlinking. This one is a more complex concept to grasp, but imagine backlinks as the digital fist bumps from the cool kids that signal to search engines that you're one of the gang. It builds trust with search engine algorithms that you are a trusted content source. So how do you secure these badges of honor? Well, reach out to other news sites or use a service like HARO, which stands for Help a Reporter Out, to get quoted in articles and write guest blogs. Alternatively, reach out to relevant podcasts to be featured and then brag about them on your website through a transcribed blog post and all over social media. These guest blogs, podcast features, and other content that appear on other platforms will always have a backlink back to your site. And you should return the favor with a link to their site so that the search engine make those digital connections and that your organic rankings will skyrocket from the results. Okay, here's tip number 4, social media synergy. We all know that you can unleash the power of social media to broadcast your content far and wide. Regular posts, witty banter with followers, and hashtags that could trend on their own can turn your website into a traffic magnet. And by regular, I mean consistent enough to keep your fans in the loop, but not too much that it's overwhelming. We like to create a monthly content calendar and aim for 2 posts a week. Anything from new client announcements to blog postings to new work on our website, or a POV on current websites and trends in the industry. And don't forget to research relevant hashtags to extend the post reach. All right, tip number 5, focusing on a speedy site. Have you ever been to a site that loads so slow that you could brew a cup of coffee in the meantime? It's the worst, and Google thinks so too. Lightning fast load times make your site more enjoyable and give you brownie points with the search engines. Tips from the tech gurus: compress those images. Ensure that mobile has its own image sizes, and embrace the future with next-gen formats like Web3. And as much as it pains me to say it, sometimes those fancy homepage animations will kill your site's speed, especially in the eyes of Google. So pick and choose your animation battles. And that leads us to tip number 6, which is mobile optimization. With most of the planet browsing on their phones, if your site isn't mobile friendly, you're basically living in the digital stone age. So flip your design priorities. Think mobile first when redesigning your website or designing your site from scratch. Your ticket to the mobile sweet spot, especially in the eyes of search engines, are quick loads, snappy content, and a sleek interface. but don't overthink it or be overly complex. And that leads us into tip number 7, local legends of SEO. Dominate your local domain by optimizing for local search. Claim your online turf with Google My Business and sprinkle local flavor into the content on your site, especially if you have a brick and mortar store. Make it the digital landmark of your area by focusing your Google My Business profile with local content, garnering local reviews, and ensuring that your website page SEO meta tags are optimized for the term blank near me, with blank being your industry or lead service. Coffee shops near me. Tip number 8, multimedia integration. Enrich your digital domain with multimedia elements that scream innovation, especially if you're a tech or SaaS company, because interactive images, spellbinding videos, and animated infographics captivate and keep visitors glued to your site. Be the guide that they're looking for in their research journey and provide them with digital proof that you are the expert in your industry and have a little flair to show off for it as well. Okay, we're nearing the end with tip number 9, UX Unleashed. A smooth user experience will make people notice your site and keep them coming back for more. Focus on intuitive navigation, crystal clear site structure, and call to actions like beacons in the night. Make their online journey so seamless that they forget that they're on a website. Spend time planning and strategizing upfront on your new or redesigned website that focuses on the user experience at each touch point as they click around your site. And finally, tip number 10, the art of website checkouts. Keep your digital ship sailing smoothly by regularly auditing your site. Fresh content, a keen eye on visitor flow, and regular health checks will ensure your site remains a lead-generating machine. Aim for a biannual website checkup where your team can analyze performance data, site metrics, site speed, and how your content has evolved over the previous 6 months. And then brainstorm areas of improvement, rank them by importance, and determine next steps with a timeline to implement. This is separate from looking at ad performance. This is specifically about website performance. Okay, so there you have it. 10 epic strategies to boost your website traffic and leads organically. Remember, organic traffic strategies and implementation takes 6 to 12 months to start seeing a steady result. So do not get frustrated. Keep pushing on your site goals. The juice will be worth the squeeze in the end. So get cracking on your journey to 10 times your leads by weaving these strategies into your website today. And that's a wrap for this video. Unless, of course, you're looking to up your lead generation game through the latest in digital ads. In our next episode, we'll explore the hottest ways to drive lead generation and unearth the most cost-effective strategies to lure visitors and multiply leads. Until then, keep optimizing and may the algorithms forever be in your favor.